So do you want way more dynamic waterfall photography? Look, we all do. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing the one hack that I found for the best waterfall photography possible coming up. Hey, what's up guys? My name is David Johnston. On this channel, we talk about landscape photography and how to improve that. So if you're into that, hit the subscribe button right now. Let's jump right into this video. So great waterfall photography is all about telling the story of the waterfall. What do I even mean by that? Well, if you think about a story, it's kind of like you have a beginning, you have a middle or an apex to the story, the peak interest level, which is the actual waterfall. And then you have the conclusion where the main characters go about their everyday business. Think about any book, any movie that you've ever seen. Every single one is going to follow that same script. Now, if you think about waterfall photography composition, and when we're talking about how to tell it in a story, you have to do the exact same thing. So when you do that, you have the beginning of the waterfall, which is kind of like the intro to the waterfall, where that water is coming from. Then you have the actual waterfall itself, and then you have the outflow of the waterfall. The last part, the conclusion, is the part that everybody misses. And this is coming to the one hack that I've found to really improve your waterfall photography. And that is to pick a shutter speed that shows the motion of the water, yes, which is basically long exposure photography. And if you want to learn more about long exposures, hit the card showing up on your screen right now. But in this, we're talking about long exposure, but not too long. What do I mean by that? Well, you still want to show the motion of the outflow and have that conclusion of the waterfall in your story to really improve your composition. That shows the flow of the water, but it also shows conclusion of that waterfall. Now you want enough room at the bottom of the water to show the conclusion of that falls, but also pick a shutter speed that shows motion, but still shows texture in the water. I've found a really good bread and butter to this is about 1/2 of a second to 1/4 of a second. And that shows motion, movement in the water, but it still shows that water kind of flowing out from the water. Now, the faster shutter speeds in that range are reserved for larger flowing waterfalls or faster moving water. And then those slower trickling waterfalls can get you more at the 1/2 of a second range. So keep that in mind. If you want more tips on how to improve your waterfall photography, I have a course all about composition where we cover this in great detail. So that's pinned in the comment section if you want to check that out. And here's a video that I really think you're going to like too.